Okay, hi everyone. It's just gone just after 8, so um, hopefully all of you have made it on here okay. For those who haven't put two and two together yet, my name's Taylah Halfline, and I'm so glad you've made it tonight to this webinar on essential oils for wellness. So it's so great to have you here tonight, and I really do value your time. We're all busy, so I really do value you being here, and it's, it really is a great investment for both yourself and for your loved ones as well to pass on and share this valuable knowledge with them as well. So I do thank you. Thank you for being here. So before I sort of dive into what we're going to talk about tonight, I just briefly wanted to introduce who I am really, and why I'm here sharing these oils with you, and how I sort of got on to essential oils, what led me down this path. So I've always had a passion for health and wellness. My friends and family only know too well. I'd probably do their heads in. So I think it was about 3 years ago, I studied to become a qualified health coach, which was fantastic. And I absolutely loved that course. And actually, when I was studying that course, there was, I think, a couple of women at the time that were posting, on their social media pages about these particular essential oils and speaking about their high quality and all the amazing things they could, benefit for your health and wellness. And, at the time, I just sort of thought of essential oils, like these nice sort of smelly things that you just sort of burnt or diffused around the house for relaxation purposes, or, to promote a good night's sleep or something. So like I said, I saw these high quality oils popping up in my newsfeed regularly for a couple of years at least. I never really thought much of it. I really never used essential oils myself. When I was pregnant, just over a year ago now, with my little bub, I started to get into them a little bit more and getting a little bit more curious, trying to find out what could make pregnancy and labour that bit easier, I guess. So I sort of got into essentials a little bit then, but it wasn't until about only 6-7 months ago, actually, I received this random message from my mum one day. She was standing at a pizza shop, believe it or not, and she'd seen this flyer on the window for this free essential oils workshop. So she sent it to me straight away, and she's just like, Taylah, I thought of you straight away, I just thought this would be right up your alley. Do you want to come with me? It's on such and such night. So we did. We went along, and I had no idea what brand they were or much about them at all, really. And we went along, and as soon as I saw the logo of the bottles and the products that the lady had there, I was like, oh, I've seen these before, Mum. And I said the name, and I said, I've a couple of ladies that I've studied with in my course, they work with these oils and use them themselves, and apparently they're fantastic. And I just got all this adrenaline. I was so excited to finally try them, after hearing so much great feedback about them. And so we sat down in our little class, sort of like what I'm doing with you online tonight. And we all sat down around the table, and the first oil that she passed around the table was peppermint essential oil. And as soon as she took off the lid, the aromas just, went up into the air, and you could smell it straight away. And they passed the bottle around, and as soon as I smelt it, I looked next to my mum. We just looked at each other, and we had literally the biggest grins on our faces, and we were actually laughing. We were laughing because we were just like, this stuff's magic. Like I've never smelt anything as pure as this before. it was just so bizarre. And as it went around the circle to all the other ladies on the table, you know, everyone else sort of had the same reaction. Everyone was smiling and everyone was sort of laughing like no one, I mean, we were all new to these particular essential oils. No one had smelt them before. And yeah, no one could just believe the quality. You know, there was even a couple of skeptics sitting in the room, and they smelt these oils, and you know, they were just sort of like taken straight away. You know, the peppermint oil, you breathe it in, and it just clears your sinuses straight away. It's fantastic. So that's how, you know, I got onto these particular essential oils initially. And yeah, so that was only about 6-7 months ago. So I haven't really been working with them for too long. So I don't, you know, proclaim myself to be any sort of, you know, aromatherapist or essential oils guru or anything. You know, I'm not a doctor, so please, you know, what I say here tonight is not the God-given truth. There is a lot of scientific research that has been done on these essential oils. But, you know, like I said, I'm no doctor. I've just used and experienced these essential oils for myself personally and for my family, for my little boy and my partner and all of my loved ones. And I've seen what it's done for all of us and the people that I've now shared it with in my business. And I have to share this with people. It's just, it's amazing what they can do, and it's something I'm very passionate about sharing. So I really am so grateful for you being here tonight and listening to this wonderful information. So without further ado, I'm just thinking before I jump into things, I don't want to miss anything. So I'm just sort of looking over my dot points. Okay, so I'm just sort of going to give a quick brief. Sorry, you can probably hear my little boy crying in the background. We're having a bit of trouble with him tonight. But I've got oils on him, so he'll get there. So I'm just sort of going to talk through the process of tonight, so you sort of know what the schedule is. I'm going to briefly go over the history of essential oils, why we use them, the benefits of them, you know, what actually are they. And then we're going to talk about how you can use these particular essential oils, what this brand is that I've been raving on about for so long, why I prefer to use this brand and what their difference is, but you know, compared to other essential oil companies, why I choose to use these ones. And then we're going to go through the 10 main essential oils that I use and I like to share with other people. And then after that, you're welcome to stay on and listen to how you could get a hold of some of these oils and, you know, in the future purchase them if it was something you were sort of taken by tonight or you wanted to learn more about. I'll go through the most affordable way for you to get that at the end of the presentation. Okay, so without further ado, I'll get into it. So you might sort of notice every now and then I'm sort of looking down, and like I said, I'm no essential oils guru. So I am in fact reading off this handout here. So it's no secret. Everyone who comes to my essential oil classes in person or virtually, they get one of these handouts at the classes. So the company that I work with, this is their handout. So this is sort of what I work off, and I'll just throw in some of my own personal experiences with it as well. Okay, so what are essential oils? So they're pure extracts from plants that are actually up to 70 more times powerful than herbs. So look, that's the first point off the sheet. And when I learned that, when I went to my first class, that just literally took my breath away. You know, 1 drop of their peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So that just sort of blew my mind to find that out. I mean, I love my herbal teas, and I used to work in a health food store previously, and I was taking all these different herbal supplements, which were fantastic, and I saw great results. But to know that I could have less of pure, high-quality essential oils and actually know the story behind them and know how safe they are for me to actually be taking internally, that was it for me. I was taken from the start. So essential oils, they're actually white little sacs found on plants. And I sort of guess you can refer to them as the immune system for the plant. It's their natural defense mechanism. So if the plant's in threat, whatever the threat might be, the essential oil is its defense system. So it kicks in and it releases the vapors from the little white sacs, which is your essential oils, and protects the plant. And that's just so beautiful to hear because, and that's what it does for our bodies as well. It protects our bodies against threats as well when we have them. So they're a safe and effective and also an affordable alternative to synthetic remedies. So, I'm not, although my friends and family might think I am sometimes, I'm not all, anti-drug. I know there's some fantastic medicines out there to treat certain conditions and help people out. But I just think for, day-to-day wellness, we're talking about wellness here. We're not talking about treating life-threatening diseases here. Well, I'm not tonight. These oils I want you to see as superfoods. That's what I tell to people in my classes. Look at them as superfoods, not as medicine. So just like you have your blueberries, goji berries, cacao powder, whatever it might be, I want you to look at these essential oils as superfoods. So don't look at them as drugs, right? So you can't OD on these because they're not drugs. It's natural plant medicine, and we've been using them for thousands of years. So it sort of speaks for itself. So these particular essential oils, so I'll finally say the name now, doTERRA, if you haven't already heard me speak of them before. So doTERRA is the essential oils that I like to personally use and share in my business. So because of their such high quality and their purity, these pure oils, so if you can picture a cell in your body, so if you can see the cell on this sheet here, the purple cell, you'll see in the cell, in the yellow bubble, there's a threat. So it could be a virus or whatever it might be. And then on the outside of the cell, there's another threat in the black. So synthetic drugs, such as what you might pick up from a pharmacy, can only treat that threat on the outside of the cell. However, if you see this gold stream cutting through the membrane of the cell, they're your pure essential oils, and only pure essential oils can actually cut through that cell membrane, go into the cell, and not just mask the symptoms of the threat inside the cell, but potentially kill it as well. So that's the difference with pure oils. So the essential oils that you get from, I'm not going to name names, but essential oils that you could perhaps pick up from, you can even get them from the supermarket these days, like a tea tree oil, or a pharmacy, or even, unfortunately, some of the ones in our health food stores that we see on the shelves these days. It might say and claim to be 100% pure, but they're actually not. And the thing is, they don't have to always state it on the back of their bottles. So not unless you really know your stuff or go on further to investigate. It might say 100% lavender essential oil, but when you look in further, it's actually only 1% lavender essential oil, and the rest is either alcohol, it's watered down, it's full of base oils, plus those essential oils aren't always pure as well. Okay, so they might have pesticides, herbicides, added synthetics and chemicals, and that's what gives them their sort of cheap smell, I guess, even though you might not be paying a low cost for them. Once you smell doTERRA's oils, which I wish you could all smell tonight, but if you would like to sample some, just talk to me at the end of the call and I'll try and arrange that for you, because I really would love for you to experience these. I mean, it's okay for me to sort of bang on about it on the video here, but it's something you really do need to see for yourself to really know. So yeah, like I said, the ones you pick up from your shelf, from your local stores, yeah, they're not always pure. So I'm not saying, you know, all of them. I know there are, you know, a few. I suppose there really is only a few genuine companies out there these days. But what I love about doTERRA is their standard is like nothing I've seen in the essential oil industry. So they go by a testing standard called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. So you might have seen the abbreviation CPTG. So that's Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And when I'm sharing these oils, I get people ask me, oh, you know, are they certified organic? Because generally, if you're into your health and wellness and you're pretty health conscious, it seems to be the question we always ask, or is it certified organic? No, they're not, but CPTG is actually another step above certified organic. So this is the only essential oil company that is doing this. This is their own testing standards, their own testing method. And they actually test batch to batch. So it's not just a matter of doing audited testing that is sort of mandatory by the essential oil industry. They go up and above that standard, and they do batch to batch testing. So for example, I'll just pick up a bottle of peppermint oil here. So I think there's about 11 different tests that they run with each of their essential oils. And they, like I said, they do it batch to batch with every single essential oil. So they do it for peppermint, lavender, lemon, da-da-da-da-da. They run those 11 tests at the beginning of the pouring, so at the bottom of the bottle. They do it halfway, and then they also do it at the top as well. And they're also third-party tested as well. So, you know, other people can see that it's not just doTERRA saying this. And, you know, we know that there's nothing being added halfway. There's no heat that's been involved, no chemicals, you know, thrown in. You know, it's not watered down. There's no base oils in it. There is a few of their essential oil blends that do have a tiny bit of fractioned coconut oil in it, but all of their single oils are 100% pure essential oil. There's no water or base oil or alcohols in them to water them down. So in total, I think it's near around 80 or just over 80 essential oils that doTERRA has. I myself, I've only got about 30. Like I said, I haven't been doing them too long. So I've got a nice little box here of about 30. But as I said, they've got about 80. So there's quite a large variety you can choose from, but we're just going to go over the 10 main ones tonight. Sorry, you can probably hear my little one crying in the background. Sorry, he's just, I can hear him crying and it's hard for me to focus. What was I saying? So getting back to what essential oils are and what they can do for our health and our wellness. So essential oils, they can, like I said, they can cut through that cell membrane and they can actually treat the threat, not just mask the symptoms. So they can do things such as fight mold, funguses, and bacteria and viruses. And they help you to take control of your health naturally. So they have, like I said, they have the ability to treat the problem, masks, just versus just masking the symptoms. And then it gives you the empowerment and the option to take informed self-care rather than, just going to your doctor and saying, what's wrong with me, getting a script, and, paying for overpriced medication that you could potentially get side effects from and later on become addicted to. So it's all about, essential oils all about feeling empowered to take control of your own health and wellness and your family's health and wellness, with natural and safe alternatives. So they're so safe that you can even use them on your babies. So unfortunately, I didn't have these particular oils from the moment my little one was born, but I've had them since he was about 6, 7 months old. So I've been using them on him since then. So with small children, so say from birth to 2 years, I always, always, always recommend diluting it with a carrier oil. So whether that be, so doTERRA sells what they call fractioned coconut oil, which is liquid coconut oil, so it's not the solidified stuff in the jar, which is a bit hard to sort of, if you want to make a mix with the oils, you literally have to get a spoon and mix it around. It's just a bit awkward. So I prefer the fractioned coconut oil, but you can just use supermarket coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba, almond, whatever you've got in your cupboard, really. So yeah, for children, so it's literally 1 drop of each of whatever oil you want to use on them to 2 teaspoons of carrier oil. And then from about the ages 2 up to like a teenage year, I guess, 1 teaspoon to 1 drop of essential oil. And then for adult, if you know you're prone to having sensitive skin and you're quite reactive to some things, even though they are pure, I understand that everyone is different. So you may still want to use a carrier oil if you're worried about that. So for you people out there, a teaspoon or half a teaspoon, so like 2.5 ml or something. But there are a lot of them that you can just put on neat. So neat just means without a carrier oil. So there's 3 ways you can use doTERRA's oils. So that is topically, so like we were just talking about, aromatically. So when I say aromatically, I mean in a diffuser, so not using an essential oil burner. So not an oil burner with a hot candle's flame underneath that could potentially destroy all of its beautiful natural properties, and you're not going to get any real healing sort of therapeutic benefit from it. So when you say it like that, it's like, oh, that's true. It makes sense, if you put hot, if you put heat underneath it, it is going to destroy its properties. So that's a good one to point out, and you can pick up diffusers anywhere these days. It's just a cool mist, and it's no heat involved. Most of them have timers, around 4 hours. doTERRA's just released one that you can, I think it diffuses for up to about 8 hours, and they light up. They're quite pretty. And also, this is a really, really exciting part about doTERRA's oils, is that you can take some of their oils internally. So when I say internally, I've literally got their digestive blend in my beautiful mug of warm water here. So rather than having like a herbal tea of a night time or something, so I used to be addicted to peppermint teas and all different herbal teas after dinner to sort of stop me eating. And now I just play around with my oils, and I just, whatever I feel I need that night or during the day, I just literally pop a drop or 2 into a glass of nice warm water, and I just sip on that. So I've got their digestive blend at the moment, and it's just delicious. So getting back to internally, so you can put a drop in your water, you can put it in your food, so such as their oregano or lemon, whatever you feel like playing with. You can put essential oils into your cooking, into your smoothies. So you can play around with that as well, and they taste really good as well as have health benefits. You can just put a drop straight under your tongue. So say if you're feeling a bit sort of stressed out and you've got heightened emotions, you can just pop a drop literally under your tongue. You might have also seen or heard of those veggie capsules. So you've probably seen them in a pharmacy. doTERRA also sells them. They're just empty vegetable capsules, really. And you can just literally put however many drops of the essential oils into that veggie capsule and take that internally. So it's going straight into your guts and then being spread out to wherever it needs to go to in the body. So that's the quickest way to get these therapeutic grade oils into your system, is by taking them. If you know that particular oil you can take internally, if you put that in the capsule, swallow it, it's going straight into the guts and then distributing where it needs to go evenly. So that's taking it internally. So please don't take something like their muscle rub internally. Do always read the label. And if you're not sure, look it up online, or please do ask me. So topically, like I said, if you know you're prone to sensitive skin, please do use a carrier oil. So whether that's your coconut, olive oil, whatever you've got at home. And aromatically, like I said, in the diffuser. Okay, so now I'll stop banging on about all of that stuff and we'll get into the fun stuff. So we're going to go through their 10 main oils. Like I said, they've got 80, but these ones, they're really the ones that you do use on a daily basis. And if you don't use them on a daily basis, you use them at least 2 to 3 times a week. And that's no joke, that's for real. So I'm going to begin with their peppermint essential oil. So I know you can't smell them, but I can. So I'm going to experience them as I talk about them, just to get in the zone. So this is their peppermint essential oil. So this is their 15 ml size. Some of their oils you can get in the 5 ml. This is 15 ml. So all of their essential oils, I should have probably gone over earlier, but all their essential oils are sourced from where they're most native to. So for peppermint, this one comes from Washington State, America. So doTERRA is a company based in Utah in America, but all of their essential oils are from multiple countries around the world. So they source it from, I think there's about 40 different countries that their oils come from. And it's 11 of those countries that are actually developing countries. So they, they have an initiative called Co-Impact Sourcing and Healing Hands, where they actually work with the farmers of these beautiful essential oils and provide jobs and beautiful things for these farmers. And it's just so lovely how they're working with these people, and in turn we get these beautiful pure essential oils that we can also benefit from as well. So their peppermint essential oil contains menthol, obviously, so do be careful if you are going to use this one. I've done it a few times. I've scratched my eye or something and then gone, oh crap, that's right, I've used that peppermint oil, and then I've had a burning eye. So if that does happen to you, don't flush water in it, because it does actually make it worse. Just pop a bit of coconut oil on your fingers and just wipe that in the corner of your eye, and it soothes it straight away. So it does have menthol. It invigorates the lungs, so it's great for opening up and clearing your airways. As soon as you smell it, you can literally feel it opening all the canals and just traveling straight up through your sinuses, and it's just beautiful. And that also not just improves our breathing, but it improves our concentration and how we think and how we feel. It's also calming for the stomach, and it also alleviates head tension as well. So if you've got sort of any tension in your temples, or even if you've been sitting at the desk for too long, which we can all be guilty of sometimes. So I just like to rub a couple of drops directly onto my neck and shoulders and just rub that in to relieve that. And it's also great for cooling down the body as well. So whether that's for, you've been out in the sun, or you're working out in the sun and you're feeling a bit hot, you're picking up some heat, so you can just pop that on as well to cool down. So that's their peppermint essential oil. And then you've got lavender. So when I do my classes, there's a lot of people that are quite skeptical and go, oh no, I can't smell lavender. And I ask them why, and it's always the same response. Oh, I can't, it gives me migraines. And I always just say, I don't like to force it on people, but I'm just like, please just try doTERRA's lavender oil. I'm like, I promise you, you won't get a migraine. And sure enough, they're like, wow, it's so subtle and smooth. And that's because your lemon, peppermint, and lavender essential oils, they're your three most commonly sourced out essential oils. So companies absolutely inject the hell out of it with chemicals and all sort of nasty things. So their lavender oil is actually sourced from the south of France. So it's a beautiful strain of lavender. So it contains what they call linalool, which is the soothing element in lavender. It soothes irritated skin, so it's great for different sorts of rashes and that sort of thing. It can calm bee stings and insect bites. I've used it personally and it instantly works. You know, all you need is one drop on an insect bite and it immediately soothes it and takes the harshness out of it. I've even had it remove the actual lump from the bite within an hour. That's how fast it works. We all know lavender's soothing for our emotions and it does promote a restful sleep as well. So if you are feeling a bit tense, a bit uptight and irritated, feelings of anxiousness, we all know lavender's a great one that helps with that. And a great way to use all of the essential oils, really. People ask, oh, so where do I put them? It gets a bit confusing. I always say start with the soles of your feet. Funny place, I know. You might have heard of it. I suppose it's an old wives' tale. But the soles of our feet have such large pores on them that it's actually absorbed into our bloodstream within about 30 seconds. So it's pretty fast. So like I said, if you can take it internally, do so, because that is the quickest way, but also the soles of our feet. Within 30 seconds, it's into your bloodstream and it's literally changing our cells. So that's the lavender oil. And that also helps with breathing as well. So that's another great one for your respiratory system. And seasonal allergies, it's another great one for that. And then you've got their frankincense oil. So this one is sourced from Oman, Somalia, and some other areas of North Africa. So it's just one of those really calming oils. So it's a nice one to mix with the lavender too. So a lot of people like to use the frankincense actually. You might not think it was the first thing you'd use frankincense for, but it works really wonderful for skin imperfections and clearing that up as well. So you may notice as I'm talking about these essential oils, I might not be pinpointing certain conditions. And that's because I actually can't name them. All right, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to cure, treat, or prevent. I'm just sharing these beautiful natural oils and telling you how they can, benefit your health and improve your wellness naturally. A natural, safe alternative. But like I said, it's great for your skin, this one. It's also really nourishing for your blood, improving circulation. It's also really great for aches and pains as well. So it's a really good sort of muscle rub as well. And it's also great to support your immunity as well. It's great for the immune system. So the frankincense, like I said before, those veggie capsules, it's another one you could just take daily, sort of like a natural superfood vitamin, just to maintain a natural good immunity system. Sorry, my partner's just interrupting. Oh, the baby's just gone to sleep. Good. I was getting a bit worried because I was sort of getting distracted, but now I can focus properly. Phew, good. So that's the frankincense, and they also refer to that one as the king of oils. It literally is liquid gold. It is one of their more expensive oils, I suppose, but it's definitely worth it. There's nothing really that frankincense can't do for you. It's an amazing oil and it's been around for centuries. And then you've got their tea tree oil. So this one's actually sourced from Australia. Now, tea tree, again, is another one of those common oils you unfortunately can get from the supermarket as well. Probably all know the ones I'm talking about. And when you smell them and then you smell this, you'll notice that it doesn't have that harshness to it. So when you literally smell it, you know it's not going to burn the hell out of you. By not only putting it on your skin, but it's not going to burn you from smelling it. Some of them, they've got a real harshness to them, the tea trees. So this one, it's really potent and strong, but it's a lot smoother. So it's another great one for nourishing your skin and treating skin irritations. So I like to add this one, just a couple of drops, either into my bottle of shampoo and conditioner or actually into my palm when it's on my hand. It's really nourishing for your scalp. You can also apply it topically to nourish the skin, like I just said. It's good for feet and toenails. So again, I can't name actual conditions, but guess we can all sort of guess what I'm talking about. It's good for the mouth and skin. So it's a great one to use as a sore throat gargle as well. I do a lovely blend of this one, lemon, and their On Guard Protective blend, and that's fantastic. Nourishes sores and rashes, and you can also apply this one to a cotton ball to soothe ear discomfort. So I always recommend we never put essential oils actually into our ears, but if you just gently rub it around the outsides and gently over the tops, but never in the ear. So that was their tea tree, and that's also known as melaleuca. Sorry, sometimes I say that wrong, so I had to briefly look at it. Next one is oregano. So it will literally take your breath away when you do get the chance to smell it. It's not like oregano herb, it's much, much stronger. So literally, if you are going to cook with this one, all you need is 1 drop in your whole dish. I got really excited when I first got my starter kit of oils, and I was like, yeah, I can cook with these ones. And I did. I think it was a chicken stir fry. I did 4 drops of oregano, 4 drops of lemon, and my partner's like, what are we eating? Like, and it was just chicken and vegetables, and you couldn't even recognize it because I'd put that much in there. So literally, for cooking, you only need 1 drop. They're so powerful. And that less is more sometimes. So their oregano is sourced from Turkey, and it's a fantastic immune support. All right, so if you're really looking to boost your immunity, great one for winter, great one if you're under a bit of stress at the moment and you need to really support yourself and your immune system. It's a great one you can take in a veggie capsule. Probably wouldn't taste the best, so I'd probably recommend doing that in a capsule, that one. Yes, so it's great for your immune system, and it's another great one for funguses and molds and things like that. So it's a great one for feet, toenails, and warts. So that's your oregano. That one can be quite hot on the skin, so you may want to use, in fact, you might definitely want to use a carrier oil with that one. See how you go. Now, their lemon oil is my I don't know if I can say absolute favorite. I got a lot of favorites, but it's definitely up there in the top ones. So the first time I smelt this one, it actually took me back to my childhood, and I thought about those lemonade icy poles that you used to get from the local pool. It's so good. It actually smells artificial, but it's actually so pure. All right, so they get lemon essential oil from the peel, so it has no citrus content. So when you add this one to your drinking water, people say, is it going to strip the enamel off your teeth like it would having a slice of lemon in your water? And I say no, because there's no citrus content. So it's really, really smooth. So lemon is a great cleanser, so not just internally, but it's also a great one for making your own natural cleaning products for around the home as well. So literally, making your own natural cleaning products isn't hard. It could just be a bottle of water, a bit of vinegar, and 10 drops of this in a spray bottle. It's not hard to make, and you can ensure that it smells nice and that it is killing all the germs. So out of all the essential oils, It's pretty much the only one that can break through all the petrochemicals in the body. So when I say petrochemicals, I'm talking about toxins. So unfortunately, in today's day and age, we're exposed to that many toxins. Whether we, try to be as health conscious as we can and eat as much organic food and, not use harsh chemicals in our cleaning and our beauty products, no matter how hard we try to be all organic and natural, it's all around us. We're breathing it in. We're walking into shopping centres, chemicals all around us. So to be sort of unconsciously drinking lemon essential oil and things like wild orange essential oil and grapefruit throughout our day, it's just amazing to be able to have that on hand and drink that, because we're constantly counteracting the amount of toxins that sort of are being loaded into our body. We can counteract that by drinking something like lemon essential oil daily. So when you first start that one in your water, you might only want to start with perhaps 1 drop, because they are so potent and because of their purity. But now, in a mug that size, I could easily have 2-3 drops. So it's just whatever you prefer. So not only is it a great cleanser, but it also soothes irritated throat, like I mentioned before about that throat gargle. It's a great one for neutralising odours. So if there's a bad kitchen smell or funky pet smell, it's a great one to diffuse in your diffuser. It's a really powerful antioxidant and detoxifier. So when I talk about taking it for the cleansing benefits, getting rid of all those toxins in our body, so what happens when we do that? When we're removing all the toxins from our body, we get better digestion. And then when we're removing all those toxins from our digestive system, we then get better, clearer skin. So it all connects. So it's really amazing what these essential oils can actually do for you and how they all link in. And lemon also elevates your mood as well. So it promotes a positive mood, as does all of the citrus essential oils. You feel so much calmer when you smell it too. And then their Ice Blue blend. So Ice Blue is pretty much their natural muscle rub. So when you smell it, if you do get the chance to smell it and experience it, it does smell a bit like, say, a deep heat or something, but just a more pure form. So it's a lot softer, a lot more pure. And I actually never minded the smell of deep heat, so this one doesn't actually bother me. So if you were wanting to, if you had a sore back or something and you want to massage quite a large area, you'd obviously want to use a carrier oil. You could just do a couple of drops neat. I do personally, and that's fine for me. But it obviously is going to heat up on your skin. It's a muscle rub. So you may want to use a carrier oil if you know you've got sensitive skin. So I don't really need to talk anymore about that one, but it's great to use both before and after exercise, and apply to tired and aching joints, used for a deep tissue massage. So a great one to keep in your gym bag. And then you've got the Easy Air blend. So Easy Air sort of speaks for itself. So the Easy Air, really great one for the respiratory system. So it nourishes our lungs and our sinuses. You can diffuse it at night for a healthy and restful sleep and for breathing. And you can apply 2 to 3 drops on your chest and on the bottoms of your feet as needed for seasonal respiratory discomfort. So not only just for promoting a good sleep and opening up our airways for our respiratory system, but it's actually another great one for heightened emotions. If we're feeling a bit scattered and quite anxious, just breathing this in, one nice deep breath, even close your eyes, and it just brings it, literally, I swear, it brings you back to the present moment and just you're here and now. And it really works. It's great. Then you've got your Smart and Sassy blend. So that's their metabolic blend. And they also have a health program that goes in conjunction with that. They've got a Smart and Sassy shake, bars, things like that. And they all have the pure essential oils in them as well, which is fantastic. So they're not just your average shake and bars. Where am I? So the Smart and Sassy. So it supports a healthy metabolism. It nutritionally helps the body break down petrochemicals. So it does have the lemon in it too. So sorry, I should really go through what these blends have got in them. So this one's got grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark oil. So it also calms the stomach as well, because it does have that peppermint and ginger in it. It manages hunger, and you can take it internally or apply topically on your arms, legs, and feet for a healthy metabolism, to promote a healthy metabolism. Great one to drink just daily in your water, like you would a lemon essential oil. So you can have anywhere from 3 to 5 drops in your water 3 to 5 times a day. So some of the ways I use that one is in my water, just for that natural metabolic boost, and it tastes great. It's refreshing for summer. And if I feel a sugar craving or some sort of craving coming on, I like to diffuse this one. This one's also really great for cravings in general. Again, I can't name names of conditions or symptoms, but great one for addictions as well. So it's not just necessarily for weight loss and that sort of thing. It's a really great oil, this one. And then their digestion. So I'm actually going to have some more of this now. This is their digestive blend. Oh, I feel like I'm talking so quickly. So their Digest Zen. So I'll go through, so this is their 5 ml bottle. I've just got it in the 5 ml at the moment. So in their digestive blend, they've got ginger, peppermint, caraway, coriander, anise, and tarragon, and fennel seed. So it's got quite a bit in it. You've probably heard of most of them at least. So you probably already know a lot of them are great for promoting a healthy digestive system. So if you do have, how do I put it, not quite severe, but if digestive problems are a thing for you, it might be one you want to maybe take daily, even up to 2-3 times a day in one of those veggie capsules, just a couple of drops. doTERRA actually does have a whole range on Digest Zen. So they've got probiotics with the Digest Zen essential oils in them. They've got digestive enzymes with the Digest Zen essential oils in them. So they've got a whole range. And you can even get the Digest Zen oil in it in just a tablet as well, if that's more convenient for you. So it eases digestive discomfort. It also eases motion sickness or nauseousness. So you can use it at mealtime for comfortable digestion, and apply 2 to 3 drops on your stomach or drink with water. So you can do, if you know you're maybe prone to getting some discomfort after your meals, or if you know you're about to eat something, maybe you shouldn't, or you don't eat it that often and you're a bit sort of anxious on how your system might cope with that. Great one to take in your handbag along to the restaurant, and whether you pop it in your water, have it in a tablet, or pop it under your tongue before your meal. That'll just promote a good, healthy process of that meal. Another great way to do it is rub it over your stomach in a clockwise motion, just to get things flowing and functioning and flowing through, if you know what I mean. And then you've got your On Guard essential oil, which is their protective blend. I also like to refer to it as the immunity blend. Where is it? On Guard. So great one for your immune system, again, like your oregano. So I'll go through the oils in it. So it's got wild orange, clove bud, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So it's a really interesting blend. When you smell it, it's quite warm and spicy. Some people refer to it as a Christmas time sort of blend. I've been having this daily in my smoothies for quite a few months now. I started off with 1 drop, and now I'm having about 3. And it's got eucalyptus in it, so it's pretty funny that I'd want to put that in my smoothie, but just the spices, they're delicious. And clove essential oil is actually the #1 antioxidant in the world. So before your raw cacao, all your different superfood berries, it's actually your #1 antioxidant. And that's found in this one here. So to have that daily is a great protective blend to really have on you. So ways you can use that one is as a protective mouth rinse as well. So again, doTERRA have lots of products, and they have a whole range on the On Guard essential oil. So I've got the On Guard whitening toothpaste, which has that blend of oils in it. So you can always ensure that you have a clean mouth and wet teeth. They've also got like a washing liquid, a disinfectant, a hand soap, and it's all got that On Guard blend in it. So it's a really great one for cleaning as well. Clove is an amazing essential oil for cleaning and getting rid of mold as well. It's fantastic. So not just a really powerful antioxidant, but a great one for cleaning as well, and cleaning internally. You can diffuse it in the air to eliminate airborne threats. And you can apply 2 to 3 drops on your spine or on the bottom of your feet. And yeah, like I said, it contains clove oil. So it's a great one, great protective one to especially use in winter. So like I said, with the oregano, or if you're under a high amount of pressure or stress and you really need to be nourishing and supporting yourself, you really need to get your immune system functioning well and back on track. And that's a great one you could use. So that's their 10 main essential oils that they say every household should have. And I really think they should too. So for those who are wondering how you can get doTERRA essential oils, there's 2 ways you can do that. So you can purchase them either at retail or wholesale. So you can get your own wholesale account, which is what I actually have. So that's available to everyone, not just if you want to do it as a business and share the oils, but a wholesale account is for everyone. If there was just an odd 1 or 2 oils tonight that really stood out for you, or you already know of perhaps other ones doTERRA has and you just wanted to get them, if it was just the odd 1 or 2 and you're not thinking about getting future oils down the track, I would just say get it at retail. Because to get the wholesale membership, it's a once-off $35 fee, unless you enroll with one of their starter kits. Then that $35 fee is actually waived. But if it's just 1 or 2 oils you're getting, it's not really worth paying $35, and then, yeah, it's just not worth it. So I think I've only ever sold retail twice in the 7 months I've been doing it. So majority of people do see it long term. And, like I said, look at them as daily superfoods. It's not just something you use reactively. Oh, I've got a sniffle, or I've got some tension, I'm going to whip out essential oil. Oh, it's not working. It's something you need to be using daily as a preventative healthcare measure. So their enrollment kit. So this is literally the best way to get your wholesale account, and it's the most affordable way to get essential oils as well. So here, if you look, you've got quite a few options of the enrollment kits you can get. The one in the top corner here, so that's called their Essential Collection Kit, and you get the 10 main essential oils that we talked about tonight, all in the 5 ml size. So the 5 ml was the size of the little digestion. So if I compare that to the 15 ml, so that's your 15 ml bottle and that's your 5 ml bottle. So your 15 ml bottle actually has 250 drops. So if you used it on a daily basis, it would last a couple of months. For me, it does. So yeah, in that first kit, you get 10 5 ml bottles. plus the Smart and Sassy, which is one of the 10, they're actually giving to you in a 15 ml size. So if you really want to get that one, that one's great because it's in the 15 ml size. So that particular kit there is $174. So you're saving 54% by getting it at wholesale. And you're getting that wholesale membership, so you don't have to pay that once-off $35 fee. It's actually weighed within these kits. So the difference between retail and wholesale, obviously, is that you're saving quite a substantial amount of money. So you're saving 25% off retail. And then the Home Essentials kit. So this is our most popular kit, and it's by far the most affordable kit, if you can afford to do it initially, that is. So in this one, you get, again, the 10 main essential oils that we spoke about tonight, and they're all in that bigger size. So they're all in that 15 ml bottle, except for the Ice Blue. So that muscle rub we spoke about, that one's in the 5 ml size, but all of the rest are in the larger 15 ml. Plus, you also get what they call their petal diffuser. You get that included as well. And that's about, I think, just over $80 at retail alone. So you're saving $120 on that kit, and it's you can get it for $330. So it's a really great investment. And I spoke about that frankincense oil being one of the more expensive oils that doTERRA has. So at retail, that one's actually $114, and you're getting that large size actually in that kit. So for me, it's a no-brainer. It's totally worth it if you can afford it. And then they've got their daily usage kit, which has a couple of their supplements. They also have supplements, so like omegas, multivitamins, an antioxidant one. They've got a skincare range, hair care range. There's nothing that really doTERRA hasn't done yet, I suppose. So yeah, that's just sort of a bit of a mixed kit, only if you really want that. It's mainly the essential oils you want. Most people go for one of those top two ones. The Aroma Touch Professional kit, doTERRA has a massage technique that they train people up to do called Aroma Touch. So if you want to go down that path, that's sort of the massage blend of oils. And then they've got their quite large oil sharing kit, which is nearly $1,400. But hey, if you're up for that, let me know. So that's their oil sharing kit. So if you're looking at, even if you wanted to start a business with this, I started with that. So you don't really need that. But if you can afford it, go for it. So that's your most affordable way of getting the oils at wholesale. So you've got retail, you've got wholesale. And once you've got your wholesale account, you then have the option to go on and join what they call their loyalty rewards program. So I don't want to scare you off with that. I know when people think of loyalty rewards program, it's like, oh God, here's another one. So I don't want to scare you off with that. You can just easily enroll with the wholesale account. You don't have to opt into this, but it is great long-term and you get free products. So why not? And they've got a great enrollment promo, which I'll speak about in a moment by going on to that rewards program. So how the rewards program works is that, so if you look at this sheet again here, it's a bit hard to see. So the first 1 to 3 months on their rewards program, so sorry, I should explain. The rewards program basically is doing an automatic order monthly. So you go in and edit your cart each month, and you get shipped out your order of whether it's essential oils or one of their essential oil products. So the first 1 to 3 months on the program, you get back 10% of your total product points. So all of these essential oils, their kits, the different products, they're all worth a different amount of point value. So whatever that total amount of point value adds up for that monthly order, for the first 1 to 3 months, you're going to get 10% back of those total points to then redeem on free product later down the track. And then you've got 4 to 6 months, that increases to 15% that you get back, 7 to 9, 20%, 10 to 12, 25, and 13 plus months on their loyalty rewards program, you're actually going to get a total back of 30% of your total product points from those monthly orders. So I'm now at the stage where I don't even pay for a frankincense oil, so that's great. So their enrollment promo at the moment is if you enroll with an order, so it has to be obviously at wholesale, that's worth 100 point value or more, and then you opt into that loyalty rewards program, and next month you also put in an order of 100 points or more. That third month on the rewards program, well, second month on the rewards program, you're going to get 100 free product points to redeem for any of doTERRA's products. So the way their point value works, it isn't exactly 1 point for $1 Australian. So when I say put in an order of 100 PV, it's called 100 PV, that could be up to anywhere from $100 to $200, say, depending on what oil you get. They've all got different point values. So you enroll with 100 point value this month, do another 100 point value next month on the loyalty rewards program, and then come April, you're going to get 100 free product points, which is up to that $200 mark of free essential oil products. So the way I look at it as, you know, it's not just essential oils. We've got to go and buy toothpaste anyway. We've got to go and buy cleaning products anyway. We've got to go buy our hair care, our skincare anyway. So why not use good, high quality, pure essential oils that are actually going to benefit our health and not damage it, and also benefit our pockets because we're going to get it for free as well in the long run. And getting it wholesale is much cheaper anyway. So I think it just makes sense if you can afford it. So that's their enrollment promo there. And also when you decide to enroll with a wholesale account with me, so whether that be a kit or just purchasing a few single oils and then just paying the $35 wholesale fee separately, if that's how you want to do it, create your own kit, you're more than welcome to. And in that kit, as a little thank you and a little gift to get you started from myself, you're going to get this Modern Essentials mini oil booklet. And this is just a little guide that goes through some natural DIY remedies on how to use your oils and how to get the most out of them. So you're going to get that one, and then you're also going to get a 5 ml wild orange essential oil, which isn't in that 10 oil starter kit. So you'll get that as well. So the wild orange is, it's got pretty similar benefits to any other sort of citrus oil. So it's another great internal cleanser. Great for cleaning products as well, and it's great for elevating low mood as well and improving concentration. It's a really lovely, really refreshing one, and I like to add that into my water sometimes and mix that with the lemon. They've also got lime and grapefruit, so there's some really great ones you can play around with, make icy balls with in summer. So that's pretty much it, I think, from me tonight. So, you know, if you would just like to know more information on what I do, my upcoming classes, how you can find out more, you can email me at hello@Taylah Halfhide, TayLahHalfhyde.com.au. Or you can just visit my website, which is just my name, so www.taylahhalfhyde.com.au. I've got an essential oils tab up the top, and then there's a few pages you can read through and learn some more. And if you would like to actually, if you've been really taken by these oils, or maybe it's been something that's been on your mind for quite a while now, and you've perhaps been thinking of joining and getting a wholesale membership and getting your own essential oil kit, you can certainly do that as soon as you'd like to as well. So again, you can either email me, you can send me a private message on Facebook. I also have a contact forum on my taylahhalfhyde.com.au website as well. And if you just sort of want to do it your own way as well, you don't want to have to be sort of in contact with me, you can just go straight through my website and enroll as well and do it yourself from home on your computer. So again, go to my website. It's on the Essential Oils tab, and then you just click on the link where it says Shop and Join. You can read through the information there. It tells you the step-by-step process of how to enroll yourself with a wholesale membership. Even if you did want to purchase retail, you can do that yourself as well. You don't have to get a hold of me if you don't want. You can just do that through my website. So again, my website is www.taylorharfine.com.au. And I'd just really like to know what you thought about this class. Since it was my first webinar I've ever done, I was feeling quite anxious about it all day. So I just put a whole heap of my Balance essential oil on my feet and pretty much all over the back of my neck before I got started. And then I had the baby crying in the background. So I've been trying to keep my calm. So I'd really appreciate any of your feedback on tonight's class, and let me know what you think. And, I'd really love to help you. So if you do have any questions on the oils and how they can support you and your family, I'd really love to help you with that and offer you a one-on-one consultation for how the oils can support you in that. All right, so I'm going to let you all go and have a peaceful sleep now. And again, thank you so, so much for being here tonight. And I really do appreciate and value your time. It's really special for me, especially being my first one. It's great to see that I've had some people pop up on tonight's call. So thank you again, and I do look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay, good night. Bye.